Today we have a big announcement, and not only do we have a big announcement, this is our 20th episode.
Trading in itself isn't super exciting once you've been doing it for a while, but the transformation it can give to people can be life-changing.
We want to empower people to do this for themselves, because if you're relying on somebody to manage your money for you, trade or invest your money for you, what's going to happen when they get hit by a bus or disappear or whatever else might happen? As a community, we are all about information, but also keeping it light, keeping it entertaining, and keeping it simple. Before we jump into the episode, we would love to hear from you what it is you'd like to know from us. What questions do you have? What things would you like us to discuss in Series 2? Hello and welcome to the STARTrading podcast with me, Lewis.
And me, Sophie.
And today we have a big announcement. And not only do we have a big announcement, this is our 20th episode.
Woohoo!
And the final episode of Series 1.
Wow,
Yeah.
We've done 20 episodes.
20 episodes. I actually can't believe it.
20 snacks.
20 snacks, yeah. Actually, 21 snacks, because Sarah brought along a snack.
She did.
She did, yeah.
Yes.
So there was 21 snacks.
Yeah, amazing. Well, I've enjoyed it so far, have you?
I have, yeah, it's been brilliant. It has been fantastic. And before we jump into the episode, we would love to hear from you what it is you'd like to know from us. What questions do you have? What things would you like us to discuss in Series 2? Because the feedback's been amazing, particularly about the snacks.
Yeah.
So yeah, we want to know what you guys want for Season 2.
Amazing. So how have you found the podcast? Do you think we're giving what we want to give? Do you think we're delivering what we hoped to deliver in the first place?
I think we are. I think we are very intentional about adding value. I think STARTrading is a bit of an ethos as a community. We are all about information, but also keeping it light, keeping it entertaining, and keeping it simple. And I think we do a really, really good job at that. So yeah, I think it's been great. I think we've worked really well together as co-hosts. It's been fantastic.
Am I allowed back for Series 2?
Yes.
Don't hesitate.
No question, yes.
I have to bring better snacks.
Yeah, better snacks, yeah.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed doing it, and I really wanted to highlight you because you have been doing it for 10 years. You know so much. For me, I'm just lucky I get to come and chat to you about trading every week because I learn all the time. But it's just amazing to have this expert, on Spotify, on YouTube. It's free access to you, and you have some great nuggets, Lewis.
Thank you
very
much.
I love your nuggets.
I wouldn't mind a nugget as a snack, actually. That's a good one.
Oh, yeah. Hot snacks.
Hot snacks. Series 2.
Okay,
yeah.
You've got me thinking now. So what's your favourite episode been so far?
I can't say all of them. I'm going to say favourite episode is probably between one of two, which we kind of did 2 episodes on people staying safe and avoiding being scammed. And although they maybe don't seem like really exciting topics, I really want to keep people safe. I really want to make sure people don't have that happen to them. And we really give some clear guidelines within those 2 episodes that if you follow them, it's going to be pretty much impossible for people to be scammed out of their money. So I want to make sure people listen to them. So although they're maybe not the most exciting topics, it's not something to be scared of. If you're forewarned, is forearmed, you're going to be safe. Yeah.
Well, mine has to be the how to double your money in a year episode.
Yeah.
Because, we do this for a reason. Like you've said before, trading in itself isn't super exciting once you've been doing it for a while, but the transformation it can give to people can be life-changing. It really can. You just need to be set up, you just need to do that initial training, education, investment in yourself, and it's so worth it. It just pays back. So the episode we did, we talked about compound interest, and we got the calculators out and we gave specific examples of, if I started with £1,000, what does that look like in year 2, year 5, year 10? And then we had some fun with it and said, okay, what if we start with 10 grand? What if we sell a business and start with 200 grand? And it all just compounds really nicely. And it's black and white. The numbers don't lie. Yeah. And you're giving people the training to just go and do that for themselves. So it just shows what can be done, which is really exciting.
And I think, again, that's a really key ethos for us is, in one sense, doing ourselves out of a job. We want to empower people to do this for themselves, because if you're relying on somebody to manage your money for you, trade or invest your money for you, what's going to happen when they get hit by a bus or disappear or whatever else might happen? And as morbid as that might sound, if I was to get hit by a bus, our students could carry on. They have the skill set. They're good to go. So the reason why we have people stay around for so long and we've got an active community of hundreds is because they like to be part of our community. So yeah, it's all about empowering people. So I'm hoping the podcast is empowering people. I'm hoping that it's encouraging them to do it the same way. And by the same way, I mean in the safe way, following a system, following a methodology, having good support and education around you.
Yes, I love it. And the community is an amazing part of it, the socials, the trips. So can you give us a taste of what's coming up this year in STARTrading?
Well, should we do our bigger announcement now?
Should we do the announcement? Okay, drum roll.
Drum roll, there we go. So our big announcement is that in February 2025, can't believe we talk about 2025 already, we are going to be doing a travel and trade trip with STARTrading to the one and only Rio de Janeiro.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Yeah,
what made you choose Rio?
I really want to go. I just think it would be, well, we've done South Africa. We've done, we're going to be doing Morocco. So I just want to go to another continent now. And it's going to be really mega fun. We're planning, it's not confirmed yet, but we're planning for October-ish time, 2025, to do a travel and trade trip, which will be yachting around Croatia. Yeah.
Yes, please.
Yeah. But that's not an announcement. It's just that's what's in the works. So if we can make that work, then we'll do that. But it's subject to change. But Rio is locked in now, yeah. So.
Yeah. So can you give us a flavour of what happens on the trips?
Not all the flavours, but yes. No. So what we do is we spend our mornings together. So we'll have about an hour's worth of training, but also actual trading. So we'll trade every morning together. And then we'll spend the rest of the time during the day doing activities, doing fun stuff. There's time for people to go and do things they want to do by themselves. There's time where we do stuff all together. Look, we're all adults, right? We're not expecting to control all of your time. And what some people like to do is they like to tag on a bit longer after or tag on a bit before so they can go and do a lot of their own stuff. But yeah, we're spending a lot of time trading the markets together, getting into that habit, getting into that process. On our trip to South Africa, some people had winning traders that paid for like their flights and things like that, paid for their meals while we were over there, all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, and it's just really nice to spend time around other people who are pursuing the same things as you. You can have trading conversations, you can share your experience, you can share your knowledge, you can learn from others, you get to spend more time with the coaches and the mentors. At any point you want to jump on your laptop with someone and have them run through something with you, you can do, unless we're like up a mountain or something like that, or chilling out on the beach, whatever it is we may end up doing. But yeah, we just fill the week with kind of cultural stuff, fun activities, and just really good quality time all together, and we get to trade live as well.
Amazing. I really want to go to Rio with you.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Well, watch this space.
Oh, you're coming to Morocco?
I am. Yeah, I'm really, really excited about Morocco. I want to be on a camel. I want to be in the desert.
Yeah.
I want to be eating tagine.
Tagine, yeah.
Yeah, and just having all the fun.
All of that has been arranged.
Has it?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
I love it. And I hope that people have enjoyed the podcast. We have had really good feedback from it. We've had people who, I think it's to do with the credibility of trading as well. I think a lot of people out there think, I don't know what it is. It's too techie, it's too scammy, it's too difficult, it's too expensive to get into, it's too risky. And this gives them a bit of a flavour of it, of what you're trying to do with STARTrading, what it's been like for me training and stuff like that. And a lot of people have gone on to the Forex in 5, haven't they?
Yeah.
And have now started the training off the back of the podcast, which is great.
Yeah.
And I think a takeaway that people should get is just do your due diligence. Like, you don't have to go to STARTrading, you could go to somewhere else, but we've given so much away, haven't we, in these 20 episodes of what actually happens.
Including one of our strategies.
Yeah.
Like breakdown of exactly what that strategy is.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can go to the website, you can do a webinar, you can do the Forex in 5. So there's loads of information out there to find. Just go and have a look at it, get a feel for it, and then just come to Rio with us.
Yeah, just come to Rio with us.
Yeah.
What for you, Sophie, has been kind of your biggest 1 or 2 lessons from being on the podcast? Like, what's some of the things you've really picked up that have been really helpful for you in your trading journey?
Oh, little nuggets of wisdom from Lewis.
Yeah.
Or from the guests, maybe.
Or from the guests.
I think that anyone can do it.
Yeah.
Really, anyone can do it. And I talk to everyone about it now. And I send them to the podcast.
Yeah.
Anyone can do it, and it can be life-changing. Like, you hear all these words I'm in the property world, so you always hear, like, go to 6 figures in a year and do this course and double your income and be financially free and things like that. And you can do that with property, but it's quite a long game. But this shows you that with consistency and by investing in that education, you can do it. You've done it. I've started to do it. Loads of people are doing it. It is real. It is real, and you're trustworthy. And it's been fun. It's been really fun to do. And it's not guys sat in their hoodies at their laptops who live in their back of their mum's house. Yeah. It's just regular people. There's loads of guys, there's loads of girls, and they're just really nice people. Yeah.
It's been brilliant. It's been really good fun.
Yeah.
So I think in terms of kind of if people have been watching up until this point, what their next steps are. I mean, obviously check into season 2 when we launch that, which will be later on in the year, I think. But you definitely need to just join us on a Forex and 5. Really get to grips with what this trading thing is. Really get to grips with if it's a good fit for you, and go to our website. Don't spend your life on YouTube and ridiculous forums. You're never going to make any progress that way. If you really want to make some progress, get involved with us, and you'll get to where you want to get to.
Yeah, don't waste your time.
Yeah.
Just take action.
Just take action.
Just do it.
Yeah.
I'd like to know what your best and worst snack has been throughout the podcast.
Well, I can tell you the worst snack, because that was fairly recently, was an egg. Yeah, that Simon bought for me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't finish that one. No, that was probably my worst one.
Yeah.
My favourite one were probably the Cornish cheesy biscuit things.
Oh really?
Oh my goodness, I
were they the little
them.
bites of like the cheddar?
Yeah. They disappeared very quickly.
So more cheesy snacks.
Love cheese. Yeah, I mean I am dairy intolerant.
Yeah.
But I love it.
But that's above the crisps that you've had.
Yeah, I'm also potato intolerant, but I love them.
Fair enough. My best snack, I'm going to go for the Biscoff spread.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That was
because
good.
that was really tasty and surprising.
You can't go wrong with a bit of Biscoff.
And I think the worst one has to be the toxic waste
I
that
knew you were going to say
literally
that
made
one.
me cry.
I knew you were going to say that one. That was funny. That was funny though. Watching you cry entertained me greatly.
Yeah, that was horrendous. But yeah, to wrap up also, obviously this is week 20. I started training, before we even started the podcast. So it's been nearly a year now, and I've been live trading and just loving it and being part of the community. And my exciting news is that I'm going to come on board as a STARTrading mentor.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that is really exciting.
Yeah.
I'm just delighted to be joining the gang a little bit and helping other people start, which is really, really nice.
Yeah, and I always say to people, because a lot of people like to help other people, and when you've learned a skill like trading, it becomes something you may want to pass on. That's why I do what I do, because it changed my life, and I like the idea of changing other people's. So we do have space for people to be able to do that. Obviously, you have to be live trading. You have to actually be applying our principles, applying our process. You have to be a good member of the community, which you are. So you tick all those boxes for us, and you actually genuinely want to help other people as well. So that's great. But we can't let people do that until they're trading successfully. And other people want to learn to trade, and they've got no interest in teaching other people. And that's also completely fine. I don't judge people for that. It's just not what their thing is. And they may not have a good ability to teach other people as well. I think we've talked about this before, but having someone who can trade is very different to having someone who can teach people. Having someone who can teach people is a very different skill set to having someone who can trade. Finding the two together, which is why we take our mentors also on a training process, is quite rare. But we want to make sure we help people do that in a really good way, because it's super important. Yeah,
and I get to spend time with more time with you, more time with Josh, just learning his amazing wisdom. So I'm really, really excited. It's going to be fun.
Brilliant.
Yeah. So we'll have lots to talk about in season 2, won't we?
We will, yeah. So as it is 20 episodes, we've been kind of watching your journey through. Yeah. Where are we at right now with the trading, would you say?
Yeah, so the trading is good. So ups and downs, but mostly ups. I do have to confess that
Are we going for confession time?
Confession time. Yeah. I think month 1, I was like, okay, I'm a bit of a newbie. Here we go. Month 2, I was like, okay, I'm getting this. This is good. And month 3, I just went for it. I was like, I am a great trader. I'm going to trade every night. Yeah. And you don't have to trade every time you look at it. We talked about this recently. So I think I kind of maybe over traded a bit. Yeah. And that just taught me an immediate lesson. don't do it. You don't
Yeah.
need to do it. You've now got the knowledge, the confidence, the competency, like we talk about, and the consistency to
I love that you just use the
wait.
3 C's and you pick them all out correctly.
Thank you. So I've kind of been on a journey, but I'm loving it. I'm loving that I've got those moments in the evening where I can just sit and look at my little baby trades. This is what I'm calling them now.
Yeah.
And take it or not take it. Just
Yeah.
have a scan, yes or no, and just go ahead like that.
Yeah.
So very happy.
And there's a reason why our platinum mentorship is 6 months, because kind of what you've outlined there is a very natural process that someone would go through, and we need to make sure they've been through that process while they've got our support. And so it's very, very normal for someone to get super excited about the fact, right, I've got the seal of approval, which is our, not permission, because you don't need permission, you're an adult, but us saying, right, you are applying this strategy correctly, and then they go live, and then they're like, well, I'm live now, the market must provide me with a trade. And so then you do overtrade, or have a tendency to overtrade, if you're more kind of greed based in your decision making process, versus fear based. You might then think, oh crap, now I can go live, and it feels like a massive mountain to climb to actually place that trade. So that's a very normal cycle through the platinum mentorship, and it's why it's 6 months, because then you've got a couple of those months under your belt with our support, and you're making the adaptations you need to make mindset wise and strategy wise the whole way through. So yeah, really exciting.
Let's keep going.
Keep going.
Cool.
Yeah. So what we've got coming up with STARTrading as well is we have done a massive piece of work.
Oh yes.
Yeah, massive piece of work, which we're going to talk about more in series 2. But just to give like a couple of headlines, it's all about how our 3 strategies have performed over the past 3 years. So we've done a load of research on it just to make sure, A, the strategies perform well, because we don't want to be teaching people stuff that doesn't work right. That'd be madness. Yeah. So we've just done a proper, like, this is how it's performed. If you were to take pure strategy based on what we teach over the past 3 years, what would it look like? What would your results be? How often would you win? How often would you lose? What would your risk be? What would your risk to reward be? All of this sort of stuff. And the results are absolutely phenomenal.
Yes.
Absolutely
thank
phenomenal.
Goodness.
Yeah, thank goodness. And we knew they were going to be phenomenal,
Yeah.
because our students are making money.
Yeah.
So we know that they're going to be profitable. We just wanted to make sure we kind of have a bit of a benchmark as well for what is possible. So in terms of how often we win over 80% of the time, which is incredible. Most traders probably about 60 to 70%. We're operating at over 80%. And what it does to your account balance is exceptional, but I'm not going to steal the punchline until season 2, so you'll have to check in for that.
That is a great cliffhanger.
Yeah.
No, that's really good, and I can't wait to see it. And I'm really glad that it's not like we got these strategies from a few years ago, and this is what we teach. You're revising them and re-looking at them, and that's really, really great.
Yeah, and now we've kind of done that because we've known that they've been performing because we're trading them, but we wanted to really get that data set in place, and so now every single month they're updated as well, just to see for the long term how they're going to be performing.
Love a bit of data.
Yeah.
Nice. Should we do a final snack?
Yes, let's do a final snack.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go first.
Cool. Oh, actually, I want to go first this time.
Okay, go on then.
Yeah, I want to go first. Right. Are you ready?
Am I going to cry?
No. It's not going to be that bad. Right, so... right, you can look now.
Oh, that's fun. Wow, you got bubbles.
I got bubbles. We have to celebrate.
That's so nice. And you got me Belgian chocolate. Oh, well done, Lewis. Finally. Took 20 episodes.
But I got there.
That's
I got there.
So nice. Thank you.
So yes, we've got... I did almost buy the large bottle of champagne, but I realised I don't actually like champagne that much. So I didn't want to have to carry a bottle of champagne around. Or neck it. I was like, I don't want to do either of those things. So I thought I'd buy a little mini bottle of champagne that we can share.
Okay.
To
yeah,
celebrate.
I love that.
Shall I try and open it?
Yes, go on. I'll open the chocolates.
I do have a glass of water here, so I'm going to down that water and have this.
These are Belgian chocolate flaked truffles. A melt in the mouth Belgian chocolate. From Waitrose. Very good.
What's better, Waitrose or M&S?
Let's see.
Are you ready?
Chocolate. Yeah, go on.
Ta-da!
Woo.
It didn't dribble too much either.
Aww.
Right, I'm going to keep that as well. I keep corks from special occasions.
So do I.
Oh, do
you
you?
write on them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just write the date and everything. Right, so I'm going to have some of this.
I have to down our water now.
Right. One for me. Welcome to wine tasting.
Can I tip mine away?
Enter stage
There we
left.
go. Oh, this is fun. I'm going to get your snack out as well.
Okay, yeah.
It'd be highly underwhelming.
I won't shut my eyes. Oh no, I've really poured that quite badly.
Okay.
It's like a terrible pint. I'm going to shut my eyes
Ready?
for 2 seconds. Yeah.
Yay!
Yes, some knickknacks. I flipping love. Oh, they're nice and spicy.
They are. Is that what you've always hoped for?
It is what I've always hoped for. Yeah, I do love a knickknack. Right, there we go.
Oh, we're going for it.
Right, cheers.
Cheers. Happy 20th.
Happy 20th. Yeah, forever 20.
We'll get the big bottle for the 50th, shall we?
Right, now you've tasted that, you need to give me scoring when I open these.
Oh. I mean, we're going to go 10 out of 10, Lewis.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Belgian chocolates.
You've upgraded the snack with champagne. I'm going to expect this every time now.
Oh, don't.
We need to do a snack with an
wine.
accompanied...
A wine
Yeah.
pairing, yeah. Right, these smell amazing. These knickknacks, nice and spicy. That was childhood.
Yeah?
Yeah. 10 out of 10 for the
I haven't
surprise.
seen knickknacks for a very long time. So I thought, let's get Lewis.
They
some
smell so
old
good,
snacks.
and I like these ones. Yeah, 10 out of 10 surprise. Flavour, obviously 10 out of 10.
Perfect.
Yeah. There we go.
Amazing.
So, thank you very much, everybody, for joining us on the final episode of Series 1 of the Star Trading Podcast. We will see you in Season 2.